closer. But you good. Oh, mine good. Just put it. It's not gonna reach if you go over there.
Right here. Right here.
I'm saying it's the thickest bit. My camera.
I'll be in the camera.
Yep.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to go ahead and face the east, and we're going to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Baal Shedepadah, the house of David. This is Men of Valor Las Vegas Camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. Hey, you are the children of Israel, all right? You have an opportunity at salvation, all right? If you cling unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's word, all right? But if you choose not to cling unto the word in the names of Yahweh, which means he is, he to be, he exists, Bahashem in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning he saves, he delivers, he is salvation, which is the only begotten son of Yahweh, all right? Bahashem and Slakia, Rakak Kadash, the Holy Spirit, all right? So you have to believe and have the belief in the faith of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, giving you the Holy Spirit to be able to discern, all right, and to see the times, all right? It is only in that name, in those names, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that you may receive salvation, that you may receive the Holy Spirit, to lead you to salvation, to understand this gospel and this good news that is given, all right? You cannot continue to follow after the way of the world because it is not beneficial for you, all right? You, Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds, all right? The time is past where you had to, get along to play along. All right? Hey, there's no more faking the funk. All right? Yes, you have to agree with your adversary quickly. All right? Because he has the power of life and death in his hands. But at the same token, same time, you have to be willing to give your life. All right? This current state of this hellhole, you have to be willing to give your life and submit unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in every way, shape, and form. Because the hour of temptation, all right, and Jacob's trouble, hey, is upon us. All right, prophecy is being fulfilled faster than ever. There's no more plausible deniability. You have even politicians saying the prophets are doomed are right. They're no longer what is his name? JFK. All right, these. It's my car. But the conspiracy theorists, they might not be conspiracy so much anymore. All right, and do with that information as you will. Okay. Huh? Yeah. Yep.
I had a quick pre when she was talking about.
Yep. You got it.
Jump it in.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, it might go into
This
what
is
she
spirit.
was, but this is Romans 12:1. It says, "Beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service."
Right. And this is a reasonable service. Hey, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai doesn't need us. We need them. All right? This is for us. He gave this opportunity, said, here you go, here you go, here you go. Hey, I'm going to put my prophets out on the scene. All right? Hey, so you can be a hearer and a doer of the word, or you can be a hearer or doer and a teacher of the word. Okay? Hey, you have to be able and be ready and willing to give it all. You give it all for this life in this world that's not profiting you shit. You're still deaf, dumb, blind, and fucking hungry. And it's only gonna get fucking worse. All right? This devil has no care for you. He's cutting all benefits, and pretty much all fucking bets are off. And for you women out there that have sons, and you men that have sons in that age group, all right? Shit is getting realer for you by the second. All right? This devil does not care. He doesn't care about you or yours.
All right. And that's something that the apostle Rakah always brings out. I don't know if he said it or another brother said it, but he brings it out from time to time that if you're not willing to make the sacrifice, you're gonna be the sacrifice.
Yep.
And pretty much anybody that goes and enters into that war, as we're seeing, hey, this is the time of Joel, the 3rd chapter, where people are being called out there. That little strait that reopened for half a day. But anybody that goes out there, they're gonna be a part of that sacrifice for these devils, man.
Right.
For these elites. I wanted to read down one, and then I got them holding one.
Yep.
But this is Romans 12 and 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, that acceptable and perfect will of the Most High." And what's the perfect and acceptable will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is prophecy. All right, and understanding what things are to come about in these times. If you're being conformed to this world and clinging on to a place that's not your rest, how are you going to receive your rest of the kingdom? You're adverse against the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. If it's the Most High's will to destroy this current kingdom that we're under, that we're in captivity under, but yet you're trying to work to rebuild it,
God.
To help these devils in rebuilding it.
You're going against the grain.
Right.
They're 40 acres of new.
Right. Yeah, hey, you want the pleasures and the care. You care about the cares of this life.
Yeah.
The pleasures of this world.
And I seen I don't know if who posted it, but it was a side by side. I think it was the elder Malcolm in Chicago. It had a side by side. It said those that say they believe in God, and it had a whole bunch of people. It was a little cartoon depiction. And then on the other half of the picture said those that obey God's will. And there's like 3, which is the remnant. Which Lord willing we obeying the Most High's will. So that's the difference. You say you believe in God, but you don't want to do what God said. And that's like the reprobateness of our people. That's what the majority of our people say they have that zeal, but it's not according to knowledge. They're not really willing to do what it says. They're not really ready to give up this life. And I got them holding one. Yeah.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 16, verse 25, and it says, For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. 26, For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Right. What's your profit here? What do you gain out of selling your soul for the riches and the goods of this world, when this world is going to be destroyed? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said this place will be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. All right? That the fire, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, this is the lake of fire. All right? All judgment of this place is already written. All right? It is the staple of faith. All right? For our salvation.
It's a false prophet.
Right.
Because they really don't have nothing to give you. That's why they're false prophets.
Right.
They're part of those. America itself is prophesying to you lies.
Right.
And through what? Through MAGA. Through which MAGA goes into magic.
Yep.
Right? Through their sorceries, they're making it seem like they got everything under control. Oh, a couple of weeks we be out of there. We got most of the work done.
Right.
All right.
This is essentially the big bad wolf's the bad guy's lair. All right. America is his lair that he dwells in, and performs his sorceries at his altar.
Are you talking about the boy who cried wolf?
Right. The boy who cried wolf. The one. Got the story a little backwards. All right. But this is he propped this up. He propped this up to be the fall guy. Always. This marketplace was always meant to be the fall guy. That's why you have other nations coming selling their goods and everything, and that's why all these other nations are starting to leave. They know prophecy to an extent. They know that they're better off being kingdom, with being in their kingdom, being in their nation. All right? Hey, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. This is why people are going back home, because we've made money off of this horde. And it's not going to be a good time over there right now. There's no need really for too much more merchandise here. They're just going to squeeze all the blood, every single dollar and every single cent, until they can't squeeze it anymore.
And they can see, unlike the majority of the civilians, you know, the citizens of America that can't see it, that this place is through.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the Lord is going to destroy this place, you know, very, very, very soon.
Yep. You got it.
This is this is the book of Sirach, chapter 34, starting at verse 1, and it says, "The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools." So, you know, again, you know, putting your, you know, trying to make a life for yourself here, or dreaming big like you're gonna make it here, it's pointless. It's all for naught.
Yeah, the American dream and the things that you gain out of this place is all, as Solomon said. You know, when Solomon said vanity and vexation, he had it all.
Right.
You know, he was living in his kingdom. He had.
It was his kingdom. He was the king.
Right.
And it was still vanity and vexation.
Yeah.
He's the one that set the order. He's the one that set the decree.
The only thing that could fulfill him was that wisdom from Yahweh Shemiel
God.
from Yahweh.
Yep.
You know, from the Most High.
Hey, but here it is. When the king says it's nothing but vanity and vexation, if you understand and you accept it spiritually, that being Yahweh Shai, all right? If he said this place is nothing but vanity and vexation, how much more us?
Yeah. So is the judge. So is his officers.
God.
You know. So you got a leader who you know, is prideful, but puffs himself up in worldly matters.
Right.
You know, he's a carnal man.
Right.
As it says, woe unto the bloody and deceitful man. He's a man of war, a man of
Lies,
and
deception,
material. You know, materialistic. That's why he's building that arch.
Yeah.
You know, and his other extension of the White House.
Yeah, his other counterparts that he's got, everything he's got in place, this devil, is propping up.
2 weeks ago when he sent Vance over there to do the negotiations, he was watching the UFC fight.
Right.
You
Hey,
know?
take care of the shit that ain't gonna work. I mean, take care. Go be a diplomat and do it correctly. Let's see what we can come to an agreement. But obviously, hey, he was so nonchalant, it didn't work. It didn't stress him, and that's the same spirit that a lot of you, hey, 2/3 of the nation of Israel and you Americans are in. You're just like Trump. All right, you want to be entertained, so you're gonna go ahead and watch that fight and not understanding that you are in a fight. All right, and it is the last fight. Okay, this is that Rocky Balboa. All right, Apollo Creed. All right, all these battles is leading to the final war.
Yeah, that's like which that would be Armageddon. You know, Armageddon in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, right? But just as the Most High made Egypt, and raised up Pharaoh, just so he could show his power through that destruction.
Right.
It says in Romans the 9th chapter.
Yeah.
Continuing down, Sirach 34:2. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow, and followeth after the wind.
Hey, if you rely on your dreams, all right, you rely on the dreams that you have. That is a self-willed thing, all right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai directs the steps of men, even though he's instilled the instructions in your mind. Just lucky. Even though Yahweh Shem Yahushai has sealed the instructions in your mind, all right, hey, you cannot go by your own lust, All right, because you dreamed that you were going to be a multi-millionaire and you're going to hit the lottery. All right, goes back to vanity and vexation.
Being successful in this.
Being truly successful in this world, to be renowned. All right, to be like, hey, that's that dude. Hey, that's Mayweather. That's yeah. Hey, that's Jay-Z. All right, you want to be all these people, and you want to have the fame of your name in this world. When this world having your name is really a bunch of shit. Right?
Not another three.
Go ahead.
Just to back up what this brother was saying.
So, you finish on that?
Yeah, I was gonna finish down to 4, but you guys.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
got
real
ready to go
quick.
with that, go with that.
This is
And
a-
freeze on this.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
it. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 2. It says that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
All right, trusting in this place. Hey, you believe that this place is your strength, and you want to, you know what? Don't worry about anything else. I know if I got it here and I get this name here and I perform this and I do this, I'm good. I'm good. Can't nothing harm me if I get this bag. Hey, nobody can tell me shit. I'm self-made, self-paid.
Yeah, and as the brother just read, when you trying to trust in the shadow of Egypt, the shadow you can't physically grasp nothing. There's actually nothing there. It's the darkness that the light is shining
Right.
from you, but it's not physically there.
Right.
It's just the image of it. So you see the glory,
It's not tangible.
but there's no benefit that come out of it. It's blocking the light.
Right.
Which goes right back to vexation of spirit. And verse 3, Sirach 34:3, it says, the vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face.
Hey, and this is why Yahweh Shem Yahushai essentially has seers and discerners of dreams. All right, because what you think that dream may mean, it may not mean what you think it means personally. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, gives men the discernment to understand and to break down your dreams. Okay, why do you think, hey, brothers ask for discernment and ask to understand dreams? Book of Daniel.
Sometimes it's parabolic.
God.
Sometimes you have a dream where you actually inside somebody else.
Right.
It's like like he put you in a different character, and you're playing it out somewhere else. Sometimes it's a demon
Right.
that's
It's
that's-
playing with your mind.
right.
All right. Hey, ultimately because Yahweh Shem Yahushai allowed it. All right. But nevertheless, it's a trial that you may have to go through. All right. Hey, sleep paralysis. All right. That's a demon. Hey, tormenting. All right. And if you don't know what that is, that's the frozen state where you're mentally awake but physically can't move. You can't say anything. The only thing that's going is your breath. Hey, and then they mess with your breath. All right. Playing. Hey, it's a heavy time. All right. It's a heavy time that we are in. Know that demons are amping up. Hey, like the spirit of power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is amping up on the right-hand side. The left-hand side gets a charge too.
That's part of the plagues of Egypt.
God.
That Wisdom of Solomon, is that 14?
Yeah.
That goes into how hey, there was spirits vexing the Egyptians, man.
Hey, so dark that it could be felt. All right. Hey, and know and understand that dark day is coming. All right. There is a dark day right now.
Dark winter.
All right. The dark day, a lot of 2/3 of the nation of Israel are in right now. Hey, there's still going to be a mass awakening, mass faith building that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to continue to do. All right. But to the point of him saving his elect, it is now just the faith is going to be reconfirmed in the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right.
Sirach 34:4, of an unclean thing what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come?
Right. What can come from a lie? All right. You have to have a little bit of truth to formulate the lie. But nevertheless, once you start speaking a lie on the truth, it is all a lie. Okay? Because truth is, you have to pull the truth out of the lie. That's why, hey, detectives keep on asking questions. Because eventually you're going to get tripped up in that lie that if you're a suspect and you're guilty, you're going to get tripped up in the lie that you told, because you have to put another lie on another lie on another lie on another lie. And they're going to find and pull the truth out of that lie, because that base always has to be there. The base of that lie always has to stay. So if you said I was at Subway at 9:34 last night and there was a crime that happened, all right, well, where's your receipt? Oh, I didn't get a receipt. I used cash. Okay.
Yeah,
Use cash.
The interrogation scene on Menace to Society.
Right.
So you were there. They put you under the spotlight, the hot light. You know, put you in the hot seat. So you were there around 5 o'clock, right? So you say you went to the gas station around 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's, hey, it's
Guys came.
yeah, and, hey, exactly. And with all these cameras and everything, hey, they have eyes. Hey,
Yeah, they
electric
gonna be
eyes
asking.
everywhere.
And then also with you know these laws that they pass in, they can accuse you of something and treat you like you guilty. until-
Exactly.
And that trial may never come.
Right. Hey, up to 2 years. Up to 2 years for a due process.
I forgot what I think it was like Esther or something like that. Project Esther, something like that. But they could accuse you of pretty much anything.
Yep. Hey, 2 years. They have 2 years. 24 months. All right, that you're under the rule and thumb of this devil. Hey, and then you don't get paid for it. You don't get a settlement for that, even if they were wrong. All right, you better learn how to buckle down. You better make your decision.
Yeah, and I don't know if that project I'm thinking of is directly tied to you know that T word,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Nevertheless, whether it is or whether it's not, it's still another unrighteous decree to set forth to entrap you, Jake.
Right.
And they could also use AI to
Deep fake your ass.
Yep, there you go.
Well, they already have those situations happen already for people saying they're somewhere or they're not. You know what I mean? And they got to prove their innocence that they wasn't there.
Right.
You know, but they be like, well, this is you. So
Yeah, and that's gonna play along in the persecution of you know of the saints.
Right.
Really, more so like the prophets. You know, it starts with the prophets because they're gonna try to defame the men of the Lord.
Right. How could I be here if I was here? How can I be there if I was already over here?
Look what he did, and it's gonna look exactly like you, but it might have an extra pinky.
Right. Hey, you know, you see,
Catch it.
you see how they've been doing DJ Trump.
Yeah,
You know,
but they gonna
walking
use
as
it.
Eve and shit.
They're gonna.
you had like
the nurse.
Soldier Boy,
Yeah.
like, boom, pow,
Yeah.
and 5 of
I
them.
didn't
You
see
saw
that.
that one? That shit was
Oh
crazy.
man, hey.
Yeah, but that's going into that respect ain't there no more.
Yep.
They gonna call the 25th. You know, they calling for that right now.
Yep.
Just to reiterate what Project Esther is a project of the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank based in Washington, D.C. that aims to suppress pro-Palestinian protests and what it declassifies as anti-Sem. The effort has received support from several evangelical Christian organizations, but no major JOO ones.
It says, hold on. It says it's the Heritage Foundation, first and foremost. Heritage of who? See, they have the heritage of lies, the deceiver. All right? Pushing forth unrighteous decrees. Here it is. It's supposed to be the freedom to worship. Okay?
It's somewhere in
You're supposed to have the freedom to worship as you please in this free land. All right? have no cause where you are protected from this devil unless you have Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, everything leads back to this man telling on himself. Because if somebody says it's the Heritage Foundation, well, what heritage are we talking about?
Yeah, just don't say that.
What people? Whose heritage are we likened unto? It's the Heritage Foundation. Well, let's get a little bit more into that.
Yeah, but
What does that say?
let him read this part.
All right.
Going more into it, it says that Project Esther also, their goal as branding a broad range of critics of Israel as effectively a T-support network so that they could be deported, defunded, sued, fired, expelled, ostracized, and otherwise excluded from what is considered open society.
Once again, goes back into what heritage?
And I believe, you know, you don't got to read no more on it, but if you go into that, it could be done with accusation.
Yeah.
So somebody can accuse you of this, and then they could directly, deport them, imprison them,
But how can,
whatever.
And you might be saying, how can they deport me when I was born here? Well, you have
accounts of that already.
Yeah, they showed accounts of that, and then on top of
with
it,
Abrego Garcia, well, the dude that was accused, and then I forgot what, I think he was somewhere in the Midwest, but then they were the talks. He was like one of the bigger cases like a year ago, but they were gonna send his ass to like South Africa or something.
yeah, he was
And then they released him and they say you got like a couple days to come back.
he was like that. That was a healthcare dude.
No, he was I don't know, but I believe he was like I don't even think he was like might have been an assistant. I can't remember that much, but
Yeah.
you know that was like the start of when all this deportation shit was going on with the Northern Kingdom.
Well, and that goes into birthright citizenship too. All right.
Right.
That goes. This devil is attacking every fashion and every form. He's continuing to shred the Constitution. All right. These amendments and these laws have been weakened through time. And these amendments of the law.
Yeah, because let's believe the real Israelites are linked to that those Ishmaelites.
Right.
That it said that they were really going after, but just as they try to tie with IUI can't see dumbass tying them to Islam.
Yep.
With them trying to tie with Grandmaster Flash.
Yep. Yep. I forgot all about that. Grandmaster Flash to the whole
his
movement.
military, but recently with
Black
with
Lion movement.
the Lion, how the Black Panther Party
It turned
moved.
into the Lion.
Right, and ironically, the symbol of the lion is which the small hats use that too, but when you come, it's on the 12 tribes chart, but it's the symbol for Judah.
Right.
You know.
Hey, it's the symbol. This, and as you're seeing it right there, right? Hey, understanding that line that we're talking about is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right. He is the king of the jungle. In this jungle, all right, he is the king. He is the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. All right, that Yahweh has given him the title. All right. Hey, and he's here to separate the desired and undesired.
Goats from the sheep.
The goats from the sheep. This is what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has put his prophets on the scene for. Okay? Your lies and your nakedness is being shown. Hey, you got those island files popping up now. All right? Those island files are starting to show themselves because, hey, everybody's tired. Nobody any longer wants to continue in the lie. They know it's no longer beneficial for them.
They're trying to find their exit out.
Right, so
Without
they're-
getting too much trouble.
Exactly. Hey, and essentially, spiritually, it's these other nations too that are trying to lessen their punishment.
Yeah.
Saying, you know what, you right. Let me go ahead and tell on him.
Well,
That's
Iran
him.
doing it now.
That's him, right?
That's why Iran doing it with the Legos. Showing you who the real kings are.
Right. That's
You know?
that's him. This is what he did. Yeah, we may have had our part in it, but everybody, and spiritually, everybody's getting ready to accept their punishment. These other nations are even getting ready to accept their punishments. Okay? It doesn't have to be said. It's already, hey, through the Spirit, you see it. It's pointing out the devil, who he is.
Let's look at her try to get a lesser ass whooping.
Right. Starting to separate themselves from the system. All right? Saying, you know what, I can't lay with that whore anymore. She ain't no good. She ain't no good.
I call all type of diseases.
Right? That was it?
Yeah. When we get Sirach 5 and 8.
Yeah.
8.
Oh, it's lucky. Yeah.
Well, I think we were, I mean,
No,
it was
past
just, yeah, it's just, it was a quote, 1 Corinthians 7 and 31st, you know, use the word, don't abuse it, you know what I mean? Because this world's going to pass away. So, like, you know, we were speaking earlier, y'all trying to set home here. You want this to be your home. But why, though, if it's going to, you know, fade away? It's going to pass away with nuclear fire, man. You know?
Hey.
So this ain't your home.
Right. Hey, what profit a man? All right? What, if he gained the whole world but lose his very soul, what is the profit for you?
Oh, they see it, though, with the, like you said, the Jay-Z's, the
Oh,
Floyds,
man.
all them.
Yeah.
That's what they got.
Yeah, doesn't he have tax evasion right
He
now?
got-
You know, he owed like
he did.
$7 million.
He did.
But here it is, he had $1 billion fight.
Yeah.
All right? He damn near had $1 billion fight.
Pacquiao, his fighter who he's fighting, just bought all his gyms.
The better question is it worth it?
Where's the benefit?
It's worth it to them.
Where here it is. He had several fights. He changed the face of boxing. Mixed entertainment and boxing, and who does he stand with? I will forever stand. With the small hats.
It was because he came out against him.
Right.
Then they came back like, look, motherfucker, you want your money, boy? You better go back and do what Nick Cannon did.
Yeah, why you think LeBron ain't retired?
Right.
Why you think you know, Bruno Mars, you know,
Stuck on the strip.
right? It's that Space Jam shit.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Be a slave forever.
Right. Had MJ pooping it with the chains on. It's just revamped to where it seems like you have liberty. These celebrities and shit, they you know,
tired.
they still in captivity them damn selves.
Yeah.
They tied to the masses. They just in a higher position.
Yeah, you can, hey, and you know they tired because you just look at them. From all the wickedness that they had to perform, everything that they push, you know,
yeah, if that's even them.
yeah,
you know?
they just, they you see them, they be putting on a face. Look at them when they do interviews. Really look at them.
They hurt.
They be doing that Get Out shit where they be, you know, I know Katy Perry be doing it.
Yeah.
From time to time where somebody take a picture of her and she start.
Glitching. All right, and the psychosis is breaking down.
This is Sirach chapter 5 verse 8. It says, set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity.
Right. Set not thy goods. They're setting not thy heart upon the goods. All right? They're setting your heart upon these goods, your mind upon these goods, got ill by ill gain. All right? And this is what this devil got this place. All right? Through lies, deception, deceit, rape, robbery, and murder.
This is MO.
All right? This is how he got his queendom. Yes, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai ordained it, but that was the action he took to get it. Okay?
I mean, they're showing you that in real time. They're doing it right.
Yeah.
It's
It's
they
a
have-
replay.
It's the replay, man.
All right?
That's the want to be the new America.
Hey, he's got. It's the, you know, it's a colonization all over again, just modern day, better weaponry, right? More technology.
The sun ain't harsh over here as much. We can do it over here.
right? We're gonna rip this place up and root the foundations of what it is out of the earth. And then go and take over. We've already conquered this half of the world. We may as well go ahead and try for the other half of the world again. All right, again. So now we can have the whole world.
Pinky.
Sirach 5:9, it says, "Winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue."
All right, so there's the sinner that has a double tongue. All right, hey, he speaks lies. All right, he's telling you peace and safety on one hand, that we're working out a deal that is almost done. And the water for starting up, because I was going to have you start up.
What?
He started at 8, and I was going to tell him to
Oh.
start up, just because, and that was the spirit. Right?
You know,
It's that double tongue.
and that's another thing too. You know, the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 Thessalonians 5:3, you know, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. You know, it's gonna hit. People are just gonna be like, what's going on? Why is this happening? I mean, didn't so and so just say that we were good? But why is this happening?
Well, and destruction's already here. You just didn't recognize it yet. Hey, when they're destroying your liberties, your freedoms to travel about, when they're destroying your freedoms to receive the benefits that you once got from this system, they're destroying you already. Housing is going to be a big issue. Why? Because you think I'm going to own a property and not get paid by the government for this Section 8 and you're still going to stay here?
Crazy. Not on my watch.
Not on my watch, buddy. All right? So what is that going to cause? Hey, a wave of homelessness.
Yep.
And what is illegal? It's illegal to be homeless.
Sit your ass.
All right.
They already got that. I think it's in Ohio that they got a camp for the homeless.
Yeah.
But you know,
We know what those camps are about.
yeah.
Just like I forgot which brother sent it in the chat, and I think it's like Denmark. I forget. People are seeking asylum.
Yeah.
All right, and they went over there for asylum, and they're what in an enclosed camp.
Oh, I think I said that.
Yeah, they're in an enclosed camp.
Got tricked.
So here it is. Yeah, you can seek asylum, but there's still a vetting process. Okay, we'll help you, but you're going to stay here. You see, we have to look at your credentials. We have to make sure, hey, a lot of things. We have to know who you are, where you're coming from, what you did.
Manipulate you.
All right, can we manipulate you? Or the coming up times, are you trying to be a Dodger? Are you trying to be one of those Dodgers of the draft? Oh no, we got to send you back. You're required. We're going to send you to the first front line over here to the first military base. Hey, this devil has it covered on every side. Why? Because this is his queendom. His technocracy is going to allow him to do and perform these things. You got it?
Sirach 5:10. It says, "Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same." So, you know, take what you've learned and stick with it. Stay firm with it. Don't deter from it. Don't basically be a hypocrite.
Right. Hey, you have to stand 10 toes down for your crown.
Yeah, the apostle deemed this year, Apostle Tahar deemed this year sellouts, apostates, and the year of apostasy, sellouts. Right.
And Jacob trouble. He added
Trouble.
Jacob trouble.
Adding Jacob's trouble. But, apostasy goes into, unbelief or people coming up against the truth.
That's another thing. When that time does come,
You got to speak up.
Sorry. And when that time does come, when these people come against us, calling us out, saying that we're wrong or we don't know what we're talking about or whatever manner of evil, you got to stand firm in your faith. Stand firm in what you believe. If
Right.
you really believe in this thing, stand up for your how about you now,
Yeah. But so at the same time, this devil is trying to find a way to sift you, finding that weak spot. That's why that daily examination, where that comes into play, you know, because he knows where, you know, Satan knows where we weak at. And so if you weak financially or whatever, you just gotta, you know that Satan's gonna try to attack you through there to get in to discontinue your faith. And
Judas.
right, and I got that pulled. If I could grab that real quick. This is Matthew 26 and verse 14. It says, "Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests and said unto them, What will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. And they counted for him 30 pieces of silver." So that's, you know, that was his price. Okay. So you have to know that this, you know, that salvation, you know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's covering is absolutely priceless, or else you're going to be able to be bought out. You know, and that's why, you know, the scriptures say every man be persuaded in his own mind. You have to truly believe that this is that wisdom, you know, is
The riches.
is where the real riches at, priced far above rubies and gold. You know, as the scriptures go into, and you have to have that understood, and it has to be, you know, embodied that, hey, we're actually that gold, you know, walking around. Why? Because we have the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai on us.
All right. Hey, there's nothing that is more precious than the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Nothing more profitable.
Right. And if you don't have the understanding and, you know, of the prophecies, if you don't have the understanding that, you know, and faith of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's greatness and his mercies, all right, and how he has delivered us before times, and how it seemed like there was almost no way out, but then yet he made that way, you know. That day ain't gonna come quick enough for you.
Right.
You know?
Yahweh, meaning he is he to be, he exists. Yahweh Shai, why Yahweh Shai? He saves, he delivers, he is salvation. The process to the action. All right? Yahweh is the process. Yahweh Shai is the action.
Right.
Okay? He's everything in all things. He can do anything in all things.
Say all power is given unto me from the Father. You know?
God. All right? Hey, him and his father are on one accord. So what is it that he can't do? Not nothing.
And look, in verse 16 it says, "And from that time he sought opportunity to betray him." You know, as it says in John the 6th chapter, that Yahushua knew, you know, who would betray him before. You know, but you know, he was seeking that opportunity once he took that bag. All right, when you seek an opportunity,
Poison, just playing.
Right.
The world is poison.
yeah. because that you know.
Hey, call up, yeah.
Because what it say, the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
It's poison.
All right, money is a defense, but and when you in that spirit that, you know,
All this money is going to take care of all of it. All the situations that come up, that arise in my life, is all I need. Hey,
he was seeking comfort.
Yeah.
You know, that's all Judas was seeking.
Yeah.
He was seeking comfort in a worldly manner, when it was shown to him that, hey, this is what you have. Just as Yahushua did, when the tempter came at him.
Yep. He said, I'll show you all these kingdoms of the world. They'll all be yours as long as you bow down to me.
Well, how can you give me something that's already mine?
Right.
And that's what the elect, you know, Israel has it. You know,
Yep.
that's what Israel has. But, you know, actually, I got a pre for that though. Just say it better. Let me grab it real quick. This is a second Esdras. second Esdras, it's going to be verse 2 and 10. It says, "Thus saith the Lord unto Esdras, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel." It says, their glory will I take unto me, and give these everlasting tabernacles, which I had prepared for them.
Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai giving the everlasting tabernacle to Israel. All right, first, receiving those bodies after this hellhole and that we have to go through. All right, in these defiled, weak bodies.
Why are you trying to make it in this world for?
Right.
But it's going to say it in verse 12. It says, or in verse 13, but verse 12, "They shall have the tree of life for an ointment, a sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary." It says, and that's going to be benefits of, having that rulership.
Right. Hey, benefits of having the rulership, and it's a benefit of being chosen as a nation.
Right.
You see, the commonwealth of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's nation is that you will receive eternal life. That you will receive the laws, statutes, and commandments, and receive that fleshly heart, and not the stony heart. Right. Hey, being able to acknowledge and to understand that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has already and always been here for the nation of Israel, but first and foremost his elect.
Right. Because we got to show them. Really, we're entering, that through going back to the sacrifice. We're sacrificing now, so we don't got to be sacrificed to make it into the kingdom.
Right, and the just, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is just. He said, judgment will start in my house first. Yeah. All right. Hey, the judgment that is coming upon the world is first coming upon Israel to enter into that rest.
Yeah, and we're likewise. Yahushua suffered, to get His glory. That's the same thing with the elect, choosing the path of righteousness, even when we're not perfect. To ultimately be set on a higher standard of Israel.
Yep.
Being those examples that led the nation. Lord willing, we be those examples, because you have to be predestinated for it.
Right.
Everybody's life is predestinated, whether you believe that or not. This is verse 13. It says, "Go and ye shall receive." So these things are going to be received, by Israel. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Right. Because this is a part of the blessing that you will receive. Hey, after you learn cancellation and deletion by paying 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you're going to receive that blessing still. He has already ordained you for it.
Right. It says, whether you like it or not, you're going to have spiritual power. You're going
to be greater than John the Baptist.
You're not going to eat pork in the kingdom.
Right.
You're going to have sister wives,
Yeah. You're greater. You will be greater than John the Baptist, which was the man on earth that Yahweh Shem Yahushai spoke highly above all other men.
You're going to be eating clean and loving it,
Right.
You ain't going to, have a problem with certain ways that the Lord has put His wisdom through His commandments and asked you to perform.
You won't have a problem with real justice.
Right. Oh yeah, with the judgments.
And the judgments. Yep.
That go forth. And it says, "Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you."
And
watch. Watch.
The days are shorter and shorter each and every day. Even if it's by milliseconds, you feel it in the spirit. All right? Yesterday is not today, and today won't be tomorrow. Okay? That's how the time is speeding, is flying by.
We're in April already, 2026.
It's almost also end of April.
Right. Flying.
He said, watch. So, hey, the elect praying for shorter. The Lord already said he had to shorten the days for the elect's sake.
Right.
Okay,
If
so
there
hey,
wouldn't, there'd be no
what did
flesh
it say
left.
when the humble pray and pierce the clouds?
Yep.
You know, which, you know, the humble and meek pertain to the Israel, but more so the elect.
Right.
Because we the ones that is in this bondage, in this, what it say in Isaiah, the captive,
Moans for captive moans for its
deliverance.
deliverance.
But
Yeah.
I can't think of exactly how it goes. I want to look it up.
I had to pray. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. And it says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die."
Plainly said. Hey, the scriptures couldn't have said it better.
Starting,
Read it again.
Starting with Adam.
Yep.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever."
The law that endureth for how long?
Forever.
Forever. Goes to show you that the law was never done away with.
Yeah, and it's not going to be done away with in the new covenant.
Right. It's forever. All right? Forever.
And it says, "All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die."
No, it's not preaching. You break it down.
So, just put simply, those that keep the law, statutes, and commandments, they live, and they're blessed.
Isaiah 68.
But those that turn away from it, you know, they got judgment coming. And reading in verse 2, it says, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it, walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated." And the light, speaking of this truth, and being illuminated is being enlightened with this understanding of knowing, like, okay, even though this is a lot to take in, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Either I accept it and keep going, or I could turn away from it, and ultimately I'm gonna be taken out.
Me too.
I mean, you know, there's no gray area with the Most High. Just like how with DJ Trump, like, he's either you with me or you're against me. The same as with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Either you're with me or you're with this world. I mean, you're against me, because the scriptures say in James.
Hey, choose ye this day who you may serve.
Yep. Because it says in the book of James, you know, a friend of this world is enmity with the Most High. So if you're a friend of this world, man, that means you're against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's enough said. So you got to make a choice.
All right? Hey, making that choice. When you choose correct when you make a choice. All right? Hey, because ultimately, as the brother read, hey, you're being forced to make a choice one way or another. All right? And we understand, hey, man's goings are of the Lord. All right? That choice and that decision has already been made. All right? You're just watching and waiting to see what's played out. All right? We got one more on
Baruch chapter 4, verse 3, and it says, "Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation."
Right. Hey, don't give things that are profit unto a strange nation. All right. Hey, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is really not going to help anybody, but the Israelites. And how much more, because it's only the elect of the nation of Israel at this time. 2/3 will not understand, will not receive this word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
And you know, the scriptures also say, you know, give not that which is holy unto the dogs.
Right.
And you know, like Elder Apostle Ricard said, you know, even though Esau is number one enemy, but also these 2/3, he says, fuck these niggas, man, fuck them. If they're not with us, if they're not with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, fuck them.
Yeah, because they're against you. Yahweh Shai said that. If you're not with me, you against me.
Right. And if you be against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, said, I hate, what did King David say? I hate all those that hate thee.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Hey, we're in the same spirit.
That's in Ecclesiasticus too. It say they that love the or I gotta just
It said the love
can't
of the
quote
Father is not in them. They love the world.
no they I know where it's at. I just can't quote it exactly. And I don't want to butcher it.
We're like in the same wavelengths with Yahweh Shem Shai, being on his
Being on one accord.
yeah, con. Water.
You still holding Sirach 5?
Yeah, I still got it here. Okay, Sirach chapter 5, verse 11. It says, "Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer."
Yeah. Be swift to hear and be sincere with thy life. Hey, giving your very life, all right, to commit and submit your soul unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Be sincere in all your doings. Be sincere in the faith. Be sincere in the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Don't take it lightly. All right? We understand this is there's seasons, all right? But yet your integrity and your sincerity always has to remain. All right?
I got that. Crops on.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah 51:14 says, "The captive exiled the water." Was it Hastian, that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail.
Right? He hastened at the time, all right, of Yahushai's coming. That Yahweh is going to send his only begotten son back. Hey, so we are, as we are the captives, all right? We're in bondage, stuck in these chains of darkness. Hey, because the physical chains got released right now, all right? But yet they're still trying to put us back in those physical chains yet again, all right? This devil wants to destroy you, Jake. But we are yet in hope and waiting for what? Our salvation, our delivery, Yahushai. All right? We are yet calling out, hey, we're in the prison house still calling out and making a ruckus, saying we're going to be free because our deliverer is coming. You're not going to hold us here. We are innocent because our deliverer is coming. All right? We're not without spot and without blame yet. All right? But we have admitted to the wrongdoings. All right? We have admitted to the world and gave testimony that we did it. We were guilty. All right? We were guilty for not standing for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We were guilty for not following the faith and the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that he had given unto us. We are guilty for trying to be on one accord with the world. This is essentially what the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai are admitting first and foremost. That's what allowed us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to receive Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We had to find and admit the guilt in ourselves before we could go and tell others it's all right that you're guilty. But Yahushai, through the will of Yahweh, gave you an exemption letter. He cleansed you and said, hey, if you do this, this is the way that you're working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. By admitting that you don't got it and that you need me. Every man who stands on these highways and byways teaching 100% truth and doctrine coming out of GMS, starting with our head apostle Tahar, has said that they are guilty to the offense of Yahushai, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And we repent, to be brought back unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to do his will.
Yeah, that reconciliation only comes, being made friends again, to our power. Only that comes through Yahushai.
Right. Hey, isn't it? What kind of
sacrifice?
What kind of friend? If a friend wronged you, and he never apologized for it, are you still going to be friends with him? if he wrecked your car, if he, you know, he did something, all right, hey, that is forgivable, all right, because we know Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, forgives, hey, his nation, all right, 1/3 of his nation have the exemption letter that he will forgive. 2/3 say, man, I don't need your forgiveness. I don't need you to give me the ability, man. Matter of fact, I'll go directly to the Father. Matter of fact, there is nobody. I am him. All right?
I got it.
I got it. I set the rules of my life.
I'm God.
I'm God. All right? Hey, because you're after your father, the devil. John 8:44. You see what DJ Trump did? He put himself up as if he was God.
Look, but he was seeking for shit.
No, that actually, the lady went into what he was actually wearing. It was like that is goes into those cards that they be playing with.
Yeah, it goes into their not.
It's a target.
Like
Target.
a-
They're,
target.
no, they're
Pretty
not
much.
tarot cards.
It's
That's
a-
what you were thinking of.
Yeah, it's not a tarot card. It's like
It's a game.
Yeah.
It's
forgot
it's like
the-
a magic. If you've ever seen magic cards, they're sorcery witch cards that aren't tarot cards, but they're magic cards. It's basically damn, what are they called?
yeah, but it's similar.
Yeah,
It's-
they're prophecy cards, pretty much.
yeah.
Right on the left hand side.
It's like if y'all seen was that where in damn, it was a Disney.
Oh, let's start with the end.
No, it was a Disney
Start with the
Marvel comic. Not the Black Widow,
What else?
but it had like the witches. It wasn't Black Widow. It was she was like the witch Abigail, the green. Is she the Green Witch? One of them.
Yeah.
One of them things that ties in with the.
Wanda.
Yeah, she tied in with Wanda, but they I think they were playing with 10 cards or something.
Like, were they like gathering cards?
I mean, we ain't gotta get
Yeah,
into
we
it.
don't-
It's
yeah.
just, they similar to tarot cards, but he was wearing what he was wearing on there,
Yeah, was the same thing.
and that Brockovich, it's not Brockovich, that one witch, she had called him a freaking magician before,
Right. Yeah, because witches and warlocks.
or a great sorcerer or some wizard. I don't know what the fuck, you know.
Right? Hey, all this information's leaking out about this devil. Hey, the projects that he's tried, the things that he has in place,
Fun he was having.
all right,
Illegally.
the fun that they were having. All right, here it is. And you know what's so fucked up? This devil, hey, goes and says you can't do this. We know he has a double tongue, but you can't go and do this, and this is illegal, and he has the power to make this law legal.
He has a cloak of immunity.
Right. But he could make this law legal. What he's doing, all right, from the so-called age group that it was in, all right, he didn't have to be labeled as what people are labeling him now, that Pedialyte. All right. Hey, the scripture gives you the age of a woman. At the very least. Message.
That's what the bird said.
All right, you're just the devil. All right, you set things up to entrap, hey, the nation of Israel, but yet you're entrapping yourself in your own snares.
I gotta pray that goes with that too.
Right? Hey, and the people are gonna call for it. Your people are already calling for the bullshit that you put up. Your whole base was like, oh shit, oh no, he's went too far. Hey, those dummies aren't so dumb to you now.
Right.
Because he said he liked to deal with idiots.
You're right. You played on the Christianity aspect of the people, and you took it too far. Because you didn't understand faith is faith, and whenever somebody says, you know, I have faith in this, that's what they believe.
Well, it's funny too because a lot of the the Bible Belt Christians, they gonna be, you know, it says in Job, was that 20, 22, say that the wicked shall be against him. Talking about the laborers but they fall into that category too. They know what's up with the MOTB. They know what's up with certain things, but they're very prideful in their church. You know, so you touched no, that's why they was flipping shit. You know, that's why you stirred
Poked the hornet's nest.
right, and they wasn't having it. Now you're seeing that, you know, you took that post down right away. The post you put up with the Pope, you took that shit right down because hey, it didn't gain it didn't gain that respect that you wanted it to.
Right.
It wasn't cute or funny anymore.
Right. And goes to show. A kingdom divided. All right? You're divided. You divided your own base. Dummy.
Stupid.
This is Sirach chapter 20, verse 18. It says, to slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fall of the wicked shall come speedily.
Right, and he slipped with the tongue. Multiple accounts of this devil slipping with the tongue. And, you know, thank you to the beautiful internet. At this particular point in time, you can go back and say, hey, look at this. Remember when he said this?
Remember he was talking.
Remember when they did that?
Talk? Yeah.
Remember when the tacos did this? All right?
Taco Trump.
Taco Trump.
All right. Hey, here it is.
Chicken shit.
Those Lego videos, hey, you can't put them up on YouTube. They banned them on YouTube. All right? But we thought it was freedom of speech. All right? Oh, you can't speak about certain things or certain people or certain groups anymore. Well, there goes your freedom of speech. You have an illusion of a freedom of speech. And this devil, hey, is about to come down with that great wrath.
Yep.
This devil is getting tired. He's getting tired of having to back up and defend.
He won't let loose.
Right? He want to let loose and just say, fuck it all. Yeah, I did it, so what?
That's who I am, motherfucker.
Right? He's damn near ready to show his horns. All right?
This is Sirach 20 and 19. An unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise.
Unseasonable tale. Read that again, Salak.
Yes, Sirach 20 and 19. An unseasonable tale will always be in the mouth of the unwise.
A lie, a tall tale. All right?
He ain't got a story straight.
He ain't got his story straight.
Everything's coming out, you know, with that exposure.
Hey,
You're not the people. Your kingdom's not as great as you claim it to be.
Right. Unseasoned. Hey, it has no. That he didn't have time to do the damage control for the lie that he propped and that he put up.
It's built on sand.
Yep. It's unseasonable. There's no savor in this place anymore. Right? The deliciousness and the fatness of his queendom is starting. There's no more masking the taste. It's just a bunch of shit. Right? It's D-grade meat. All right? And it's about to get an F. This shit is rotten. All right? This place is rotten.
Got a precept. It says Psalms 73 and 18. It says, surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction.
Hey, that destruction that is going to befall is on who?
Yeah. So you know, the Most High got this devil, you know, walking on thin ice.
Yeah.
You know?
I was thinking that. The game Thin Ice.
For where you,
Yeah, you break the ice.
Was it penguin or something?
Yeah. That there was another name for it.
Okay.
But it was, there's one called Thin Ice where the guy's sitting in the seat and you break the blocks out. And Yahweh Shimei Shai has been breaking this place down systematically, block by block,
He's trying
piece
to
by piece.
stand up.
Yeah,
You ever
he's
seen
try-
somebody walking without, when it snows and then they don't put salt on the streets, you can barely walk on it.
Yep.
You know, so that's what this devil doing. He's trying to keep his balance up. You know.
That just made me think of the childhood games.
Yeah.
But that's exactly, hey, and the funny thing about it is if you've ever played that game, the guy was typically red, sitting in the seat in the middle of the board, and he's worried. He has like a worry face. All right, always on thin ice, and this devil has been on thin ice his whole queendom. All right, he knew that his time would come. He knew it had an end. He just doesn't want to accept it. All right, and now he's getting in his chaos mode, like scrambling, all hands on deck. We know the outcome, but still, we yet have to fight.
We still have a chance that we can make.
Hey, that's the Stearns project that they looking into, Project Looking Glass, that they look into and see those things. They know that they don't have it, but yet there's some way, somehow, through some divine intervention, they believe that they're gonna have it.
This is pride of foolish.
Right. You can't have divine intervention, fool. That belongs unto the nation of Israel. You dummy. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is that divine intervention. He's the one that says, hey, it's already been done. I've already told you that it was going to happen. But yet, since you don't pay attention, you're even going to marvel even more. All right? Yeah, you got it. 10 and 7.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 10 and verse 7. It says, of whose wickedness, even to this day, the wasteland that smoketh is a testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, the water, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument, the water, of an unbelieving soul.
Right. Hey, and this place is a monument of unbelieving soul. Really, it is here, hey, that the unbelievers, the lack of faith, all right, hey, place without fruit, all right, you can even take that to an economic standpoint. What does America really have that they provide besides weaponry?
You know, you go into the land of Israel, they can't, you know, they really produce crops like this.
Yeah, look at, I was just about to say, look at their allies. All right, their number one ally. All right.
I got a quick brief for you.
Yep.
This is Revelation 11 and verse 8. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. You know, so as that scripture read, you know that this was at that monument for. Can you read that one more time?
Wisdom of Solomon 10 and verse 7 again says, of whose wickedness even to this day the waste of land smoketh in his testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never came to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul.
Right.
You know, they push, you know, unbelief in America, even though it's deemed as a Christian nation. You know, they're really anti Christ. And those dead bodies referring to the Israelites, you know, the dry bones.
Yep.
You know, but they crucify them every day. They, you know, pretty much they X them out. Right.
And that pillar of salt, hey, what's that pillar of salt represent? An unbelieving soul.
Yeah, Sodom.
All right.
You know, Lot's wife looked back.
Yep.
You know, which this place is spiritually. So America is spiritually. That's why I brought that out to tie that point in. That America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt.
All right. Hey, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai makes no mistakes when he has ordained what he has ordained.
Right.
Yep.
Verse 8 For regarding not wisdom, that gout not only his hurt, that they knew not the ties which were good. So like, knew not the things which were good, but also left behind them to the world a memorial of their foolishness, so that in the things wherein they offended, they could not so much as be hid.
Right. And this devil has left countless monuments, countless trophies around the world of his wickedness. All right?
Yeah, say that in Wisdom of Solomon, where they leave like roses.
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 2, 8 through 12.
Yeah, there's one specific verse that
That's right.
I'm ready.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, I'm at 2.
And
You wanted 2,
2, 15, or 2, I think it's 11. Or it might be 6.
hey, this was a precept I was thinking. I got it.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 9. It says, let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this. So, they go around, tear up the city, and leave riot in the city that they take, and then leave the rubble and the rummage for you to clean up.
Right.
Or the aftermath of that wreckage.
Yep. Hey, you see it now, happening again. All right. Hey, this devil, is in a war, but yet he's trying to build his kingdom in the midst of a war over there on the strip. Right? They still got the housing that's going up and construction still happening. All right. Hey, saying, you know what? I told you we were gonna. Hey, how about Shimei Al-Shai said, hey, you may rebuild, but I will throw down. You're already trying to get the process, trying to do it simultaneously. All right. But yeah, how about Shimei Al-Shai is yet gonna put you to shame again. All right. That was it for you.
Yeah, on that one.
Job 3 and 8.
Book of Job, chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mourning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day.
Hey, and this and Slocky, that's the wrong one, but it was supposed to be baseman. 3 and 8. That's he's the baseman.
Yeah, can't think exactly where it is. Like, yeah.
But hey, that goes to prove the point there too. All right. Hey, Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai has this devil exactly where he wants him, and after you get the other one that I want, you can read that again too.
Yeah, it was 30 and 8.
30 and 8. It's a lot.
Job 30 and 8, it says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
Right. Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai said Esau, Edom, all right, is viler than the earth, and the children, the generations that he left behind, all right, are still that of the base man. All right. He still has destruction, deceit, and no understanding in his heart. All right. He still wants to perform the things that he performed back then now. Okay?
Verse 9, it says, and now I am their song, yea, I am their byword.
Yeah. Now we're put in the case where we're the byword for them. This goes to show how Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai is not only just, all right, and giving examples unto both sides, or as we just talked about earlier, hey, we have to admit and have the accountability that we were wrong, that we did wrong. All right? and to come and submit ourselves unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is why Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is judging the nation. All right, because we were put on the bottom as the base man, even though that this devil is the base man. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, hey, controls the kingdom of men.
You guys know this area?
All right.
Yo, what you need?
I made a mistake, all right? And okay, I could feel the ground shaking, but I could see colors and stuff like that appearing at the same time. Like
Did you need direction somewhere?
no, like as to like understand like if I'm being a threat here or something like that. Like
It's just the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, you did.
You're in the presence of the Lord, right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is preaching and teaching the word right now. And what you see colors, you see the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because you see men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai standing.
well, I mean like as much as I see trees knocking down, fucking something about pipe coming out of the ground, fucking like
Destruction's on the horizon.
Yeah.
You're seeing the destruction that is to come because we are teaching the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Destruction is coming. And if your father's line doesn't go back to a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, or Seminole Indian, destruction is coming for you. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is about his nation and his people. So it is to take heed to the warning that is being given. I'm not saying that you can't be an Israelite. If your parents goes back to a so-called Negro, West Indian, Haitian, Dominican, Guatemalan, Panamanian, Puerto Rican, Cuban, North American Indian, Seminole Indian, the Argentinians to Chile, Colombian to Uruguay, and Mexico, you have a chance at salvation. You just have to submit yourself unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right? But if you're not of that nation, hey, a bad time is coming.
Yeah. And that's who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus. Those weren't his true names.
Right. It is the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that you're feeling. You see colors, why? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, hey, gives and is in all things. This word is moving the ground, right? The foundation of this place is being brought up from the roots of it. So you're not wrong, even though it might not physically be happening. You have a spiritual sense of what's happening.
Because every thought that the Lord is giving you and everything that you're seeing, that's all done from the Lord. Whether it's a parent or it's part of a delusion. The Lord put that spirit on you to see that. Put you in that state so you can see that.
Right.
Now, ultimately, to see the truth, the Holy Spirit got to come upon you, and that can only be done if your spirit goes back to Israel. All right. Then you would wake up and see the truth, the writing on the walls of the time we're in. Wake up and say, know that I can't do it, I can't deliver myself, and that that would first come through repentance and going after that living water, which is Yahushua, the true name of the Lord.
Right. So what you see here, that you're seeing the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You got it, Rush.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 30. And it says, I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth. This is Joel 2 and 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions.
Right.
Bro, bugged out on something.
Yep. You got it. So break it down.
So with that being said, a lot of people, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's pouring out a spirit on earth, so people are going to start, like him, for example, bugging out or seeing things that you normally won't see unless you have a level of discernment or a spiritual eye. That's going according to prophecy, but ultimately it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that's opening up people's mind to let them know that, the king is coming.
Yeah,
But first,
even if, sorry to cut you off, but even if they're not of the, these things are going to be coming up. Other nations seeing and prophesying about, destruction and prophetic things, but, that doesn't mean that they're Israelite. That doesn't mean that from my discernment, he on drugs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's, another thing. But everything said, with that being said, you know, it doesn't mean that he might be having a little
A moment.
vision of what's to come.
Yeah, how about Shimmy Al-Shai? He walked. This is
colors.
the second time he walked by.
But
Right.
but yeah,
What he heard was thunder and lightning. All right, because the word of Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shai, it can be quiet. Thunder and lightning is quiet, but yet it is powerful.
yeah, his spirit was getting cut.
Right?
Well, you know, that word was cutting him.
Hey, and that fear, he started trembling. All right?
He had to get out of here. He had to leave. You know,
He couldn't take that type of.
that's why I'm not playing. I wasn't trying to listen to that. Just when you say you needed directions,
Right.
where you need to go.
You thought we was gonna be up here playing with him. All right? It's not a game. We're not out here for your entertainment. All right? We're out here to give warning unto the nation of Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as a speckled bird whose father's line goes back.
Because likewise, what I was talking to this brother in the car before we came out. I was at Costco the other day or yesterday, and when I got my change, the exact change was $2.22, and it was a Moabite looking dude at the that was the cashier. He said, "Oh," he was like, "I just watched a movie about that," and there's a movie called 222. I ain't never seen it, but you know, I looked it up after. Said like that was the start. At that time, all these you know, chaotic events and things. It's kind of like Final Destination, but they would see at 222 something bad was gonna happen. You know, they stopped the first one, but then other ones would pop up.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Knowing too, I guess.
Yeah. Hey.
You know, but also 222 was in the Terminator.
Yeah.
So, you know, he was, you know, I was like, oh, is that a sign from? It was like I was fucking with him, so I said, is that a sign from the universe? You know. And then he was like, yeah. I was like, what it mean? And he was just like, oh, I don't want to go into that. I was like, oh, too deep down the rabbit hole. He was like, yeah, not right now. You know.
He was freaking out.
But he said he just watched
Freak it
the
out,
movie.
man.
He said he just watched the movie too, so he was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He
Hey.
didn't want no. He didn't want none of that.
But, you know, that's part of those signs. You know, that's part of the signs, and that, you know, Yahweh
Gotta speak up, Darash.
So that's part of the signs that Yahweh Shimon Al-Shai is showing. Whether it be through numbers, a movie, or visions, they're all examples of what's to come.
So it's spirit.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shai is not a man that he should lie. All right?
You want to go to Wisdom of Solomon?
Yeah. Pull Job 3 again. 3 and 8.
You got wisdom Solomon now?
Yeah. I mean, if you there,
I thought it was 2.
Nah, I got it.
That's the one.
I'm holding this.
Yeah,
so you
2
good.
and
All right.
16.
You got it.
Yeah, this is Job 3 and 8. It says, let the stars.
He says go electric. Electric.
Guys, it's stable now. Go electric.
It's going to be a weekly.
That's his weekly thing.
Shit, that's fun.
Electrify this word. Hey, and that brings back to how lightning is silent. All right.
The white light.
He said white light.
The white light.
All right. Lightning is silent typically. All right, but it still holds the power. Just touching on that demon that came up right quick when he said he's seeing pipes out of the ground and everything. Why? Because this bird is rooting up the very foundation of this place. All right.
Garbage and
Yeah.
shit. Carry it out.
Job 3 and 8, it says, let them curse it that curse their day, who are ready to raise up their morning. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none, neither let it see the dawning of the day.
Right. Hey, let them look for light. Hey, 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to look for light and not receive it. All right. Hey, we the hopeful elect are looking unto the light of Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shai. All right, searching. All right, what we have obtained is the Holy Spirit. All right, to be able to call upon the name, to think upon the name correctly, and to submit ourselves unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Hey,
and this is, you know, going into Job was, you know, cursing his day of birth,
right,
you know, in the existence. So really, these people, you know, they in a dead state, you know.
because what trials did Job have to endure though?
Right.
The trials that Job had to endure was to overcome, really, in essence, the day of his birth.
Yeah, his life.
Right?
Really,
His
you know,
life. In
that-
his world.
that, you know, he had to continue to be faithful through his suffering.
Mhm.
And he was like, man, this ain't it. Everything that I'm going, this ain't it.
Hey, as we brought out, what did King Solomon say? Vanity and vexation.
See, it says, because it shut up the doors of my mother's womb, because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from my eyes. Why did I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out the belly?
Right. He was saying it'd be much better. All right. If he was loved, if he was beloved, hey, let me go out of my mother's womb and give the my life then. All right. But this place, the current conditions that we're under, is nothing but hell. All right. What we have to receive, what we have to go through, this suffering, all right, is hell.
And it says, you know, Ecclesiastes, the place of judgment is under the sun. You know.
Right. But hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua said the servant is not greater than the master. All right. Hey, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for a temptation. That's a hell. All right. In every way, shape, fashion, and form. Okay. You have to go through it to get through it.
Gotta go through the fire.
I got Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 16.
3 and 16.
2 and 16
I got
first,
it too.
Okay.
and then 3 and 16.
Oh, come on. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 16 says, "We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways, from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his father."
Right. So here it is. Esau, Edom, hey, putting forth that what? Hey, that unprofitable fruit. All right. The things of this world. Hey, leaving up his memorials and everything. He is counted unto us as a counterfeit, fake. All right. He is fake. His artificial. Everything that he does is artificial, including his intelligence. All right. It's masked as wisdom. Okay. Everything that this devil does.
Artificial, synthetic, you know.
Plastic.
Man-made.
Man-made. False wisdom. A tall tale.
White lies.
A double-edged tongue.
Devil.
The visor of lies. Mischief, deceit.
Lust.
All right? The vile lust. All right? This devil continues in all the way. Why? Because he's set as the base man. Something being at its lowest point is always what? Is always filthy. When it's at its lowest point, it is susceptible to all types of shit. But if you're on high, right? If you're on high, you typically tend to be cleaner out of the way, right? The reason that Esau, Edom, can't do anything is because he's the base and he wants to make the clean place dirty. You see that through his recycling. You have the ability to do it clean the first time, but you need to make some money, so you're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna create a recycling plant and recycle these goods. And on top of it, when I'm doing the recycling, I'm still causing more trauma and more pollution by the process of recycling. What are you fucking doing it for? Oh, we got biodegradable bottles that we throw into the earth, and it's biodegradable.
Yeah.
Shit.
Now it's in your clothes.
Right. Oh,
Now it's, you know, in your food.
right. You didn't have to do it that way. But yet, you did. Because you're base. Trying to squeeze $1, trying to squeeze every penny. We don't even have to say $1 anymore. You take pennies. You take pennies. There's no longer pennies coming after your nickels next. All right? They're taking pennies right now. A penny from everybody in your change. All right? Across the whole United States. Across the whole money system in the United States and abroad. Dealing with the dollar, even though it's not too many people left dealing with the dollar. Right? They're still dealing with the dollar, but hey, you know, hey, it's becoming less and less. All right?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3 in verse 16. It says, as for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out.
Right. How about Shem Shai is going to root these people out, root this nation out. All right? It really is an unrighteous bed. Even though, you know, as you go further into this, all right? Hey, this is applied also to this devil. He is the one that continues to breed wickedness from generation to generation to generation. He sets his goods leaves his goods behind in Proverbs. Slipping my mind right now, but in the book of Proverbs, he leaves his goods behind for his offspring. All right.
That also goes into the Rockefeller waterfall method.
Right. Yep. And you could touch on that. You could explain a little bit of it.
If you gotta read it.
Yeah. Just touch just the base.
No, just like what you know.
It's basically like you said. It's like you said, your wealth and all his money goes to the next generation. That includes, you know, debts, everything.
Right.
Everything that he owns, like, you know.
All his assets.
Yeah, assets. That's it. That's
He knows the generation to come.
Passed through the inheritance.
Right. This devil knows. He understands reincarnation genealogy.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. So, what debt we need, we're gonna keep that. What wealth we need, we're gonna have that. All right.
Yep.
Hey, he said it was wiser than Daniel.
Because he searched without a matter, like he accomplished a diligent search.
Right.
Just want to be like the Most High, man.
Right. Sets himself up on the throne.
Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 17. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor.
And this is what they're doing. Hey, they're losing the fame that they had. This is their age without honor coming. All right. Right now, this is the every brick being broken down to reveal the nakedness. All right. It's like they're in a fitting room. All right, and they're trying on clothes. All right, and now they're about to be shown butt naked. All right, that wall is getting broken down.
Well, after that picture came out, what was MAGA saying? Oh, Trump's the Antichrist.
Right.
You know, so he's a Antichrist,
Right.
but not. But that son of perdition was being revealed.
Yeah. This place is falling systematically.
Get up.
Right. The people fell, or the king is fallen, and the people are falling right behind the king. All
Verse,
right. Slocky, this country is so divided. All right, this is not over in the middle so-called Middle East. You see, the Iranians standing up. They said we are one. All right, everybody who's on this soil, man, woman, and child, is about that life.
Coming together.
Right, is about this business. All right, you don't have that, E. You run a kingdom divided. That's what you run. Steady on trying to put out fires from your allies because you're propping yourself up to be something that you're not.
Verse 18, for if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. For horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation.
Right, horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation. Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, hey, blesses the man to see the downfall of his enemies. All right? Horrible is what you're going to receive and have to feel this horrible, treacherous time for all the abominable things that you have said and all the abominable things that you have done and pushed forward.
All the way back to the garden.
All the way back to the garden. All right? That bill is due. All right? When you see those clouds crack in the sky, all right, and you see Yahweh Shai,
Ooh, shit.
that's it. It's over with.
The check is getting paid.
All right? The bill's getting paid. All right? You had essentially you had a bounce check.
Yeah.
All right? And Yahweh Shai is coming back to collect. All right? He's the collector, coming to collect it all. Hey, your shit is getting repoed, impounded, and everything. Your kingdom and your queendom is being struck down. And you will repay the debt. All right? The debt, the heavy debt that you have unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And ultimately, hey, you will pay it with the very breath in your body and the breath of your generation. There will be no more. All right?
That 1,000 year might feel like eternity.
Man, that 1,000 years is going to be slow. Slow for E. Very, very slow. All right? You're going to have a lot of time to think upon what it is that you have done. But yet, us being the Israelites, Lord willing, we be those men, you'll be like, man, the day passed already? It was good while it lasted. But everything is in righteous now. Hey, we ain't got to worry about it. We still, hey, this is just one day. One day.
Any more to come.
We have an eternity. All right, through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The nation of Israel has an eternity. And Lord willing, hey, we be those men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? The 144,000 elect men. All right? We do this for the reward of salvation. For the fear in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the obedience that we are to have, and to make sure that we are proving and making our bodies a living sacrifice. Feeding and giving warning to the sheep. All right? As we had taken heed to the warning that the men, starting with Apostle Tahar, and the men were before him, Albert Bivens, and the men that were under him, all right, preaching and teaching this message, giving all diligence and truth, all right, in their time, until it was refined in Apostle Tahar's time, all right, making it plain upon tables.
I got a phrase. This is Isaiah 28. Isaiah 28 and 17. It says, "Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place."
Hey, all revealed. That plummet line is what? Is that equal line? Is that ground? Plumb, precise. All right? All the lies and all the bullshit swept away. Now you can see, I can see clearly now, right? The rain has wiped that away. It did it once, but now it's the fire that's going to wipe it away. The fire is going to take it back to being plumb. All right? Exact.
In verse 18, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled.
Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai says, Israel, you shall no longer have a covenant with death. I'm going to annul that like a marriage is annulled. You were married unto Esau, Edom. You were married unto the system. All right? But now I'm going to take you and annul your marriage and say, that shit is no good. It's not for you. You're mine. I don't give a fuck what they said. All right? You belong to me. And I'm going to show you how you belong to me. I'm going to kick your ass first because Yahweh Shem Yahushai said judgment will start in his house first. 2/3 are going to get fucked up. All right? You don't have any wiggle room. Judgment is on the horizon and happening. Look at this chick that was playing around with E. All right?
Starts having a good time, good life.
Right. She was living her best life. All right? Believing in a devil.
Woke up on a tree.
All right? Hey, the curses are the curses for a reason. They cling unto you. Now you should know. And how much more in this time? Chaos, distress, and disorder is coming. It's already here, but now on a wider mass scale.
It's going to say that right here. And it says, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
Yeah, scourge of amendment. Hey, there's spirits created just for this time. Hey, those plagues of Egypt coming back in full effect with more power for this time. In this day, you could feel the heaviness of the darkness, apparitions. Right. Apparitions, plagues, pestilence, all right, sorcery, all right, civil unrest, all right, war, famine.
And it says, verse 19, Isaiah 28:19, from the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you, for morning by morning shall it pass over, by day and by night it shall be a vexation only to understand the report.
Right.
And that report is the message from this word. Because, like the brother said earlier, you 2/3 are going to be getting fucked up. You're going to be both literally and figuratively until you can understand the message that has been preached for years by the prophets. Like I said, in that day, you're going to be like, damn, man, I should have listened.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, as scripture says, why wisdom make a wise man mad. All right, in that day and time, hey, but we've been working out our salvation with fear and trembling. All right, I don't want to ratazah where those men. All right, being able to discern the time, keeping thy eye single and keeping your eye on the crown and let no man take your crown from you. And how do you do that? Hey, by understanding the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He's going to tell you how to maneuver, how to move, when to move, where to move. Okay?
It's like keeping your eyes on the prize.
Right. Hey, the marathon at the end turns into a sprint, a race, a real race. All right? At the end of it all, when you see the finish line, you were to do what in a marathon? You're supposed to pick up the pace. And this is what we are to do. We are to pick up the pace. Ask Yahweh Shem Yahushai for more blessings, more fire. All right? Speaking of myself first and foremost. Hey, get any of the dross, the lukewarm spirit, all right, the woe it's me spirit, cast that out in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and do what you need to do, fast, pray, or whatever it is. All right? And give it to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to put you on fire. An inferno. All right?
Revelations 13 and 15 says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be deleted.
Right. Hey, this devil has an image and he's propping it up. You see it through all his technocracy. You see it through this metaverse, these AI clips and everything. Hey, in the movies, this devil is given image, given the image of this beast the power to speak in every way, shape, and form through the law and legislative system that is upon us. All right? It has the power. He has the power to make it speak. He's signing things into law. Look at Mexico. All right? Look at the Caribbean. Look at Jamaica. All right? Nigeria.
It's basically where all Jake's at.
All right? This devil is starting to speak. And as a false prophet and a Scar as the weaker lion, all right, because that's essentially who he is. He's a lion, Scar, all right, and Lion King, all right. He's
Go electric.
he is continuing, all right. Hey, that mark that was set upon Scar, all right. Hey, that's the mark that Esau Edom has. Okay, his mark is being shown. He is being recognized. When the rulership was under Scar, hey, everybody was hungry.
Yeah.
All right, hey, the buffalo left, the zebra left.
The hyenas said it was better when Mufasa was
right.
ruling.
Hey, and the
At least was
hyenas,
eaten.
the other nations.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
the other nations.
And they traded on them. Made them as a meal.
Right, and then when Scar came back and said, "Oh, my friends, friends, all right, hey, you turned your back on us. Y'all being some dumbass, they gonna fall, bro. Gonna fall.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Go electric.
All right. So, hey, yeah, how about Shimmy Al Shai is making this known? You got it.
Verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Look, hey, so if you take this device, this MOTB, all right, this potato chip, RFID-C hip, all right, if you take this very thing, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled-birds whose father's line goes back, hey, you're agreeing with this man's system.
Making him your God.
You're making him your God. You're helping forward the system. You're saying, you know what, I'm going to keep this. I want to help this place. Hey, come back to its beauty and its greatness. We're going to make America great again.
Yes, boss, I do as you say.
Okay? Just like you've seen the, I don't know if y'all seen it, but that Edomite grandmother talking to her daughter and to her son-in-law or her nephew, and like they were talking about the draft. And she was like, and the grandma said, well, your father was drafted, and you know, it's okay that they're drafted, and I think they should be drafted. Why? Because she's comfortable. And this was, hey, this is the status quo back then. What is it now? Here it is. Hey, all the lies and everything have been starting to be revealed, and the nakedness being shown of this devil, but yet she's like, oh, it's okay. And the daughter said, you're willing to sacrifice my children for a cause that is not even just? And she said, but it's required.
House divided.
Right? But it's required.
So you know how she was in her days back then.
All right? Hey, this devil is not going to get away and not going to perform. He's not going to get to perform his vile lust to the height that he believes he is.
And his mighty think he is.
All right? He still thinks that it's going to be okay. He still thinks that he's going to, through divine intervention of himself, that he's going to figure out a way.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right, unless you bow down to this man's system and submit yourself unto his way, you won't be able to be a part of the system. There's no more food, grocery store, there's no more paying your rent, there's no more entertainment. You're not going to be able to pay the things that are necessary for you to survive for your daily, your day-to-day. All right? You need water. Hey, guess what? There's no more water that you can go in the store and buy. Go on and be outside of a zone that you're not supposed to be. All right? Your Judge, on the left-hand side, your Judge Dreads are coming. Call it Vanilla Ice Baby. All right? No one understand. Hey, we're here. All right? Now it's just time for it to be mandated across the whole planet and really here in the United States of America. All right? Legislative actions are moving forward. Don't take my word for it. Look up the information. All right? With that, brother, got anything else? All right, with that, we're going to face the east, and we're going to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, the Bayash Dabatat. Next time it's Men of Valor saying, Shalom, Krom Yasharala, Shalom.